Hey y'all, Kelly here. On today's version of Tech in 10, we want to discuss one of the most used resources at this time, Google Classroom. Now, since we are trying to keep these videos short and sweet and under 10 minutes, we will only hit a few highlights of Google Classroom. To learn about all the features of Google Classroom, we would definitely need more than just these 10 minutes. So I'll give you a few extra ways to learn more about Google Classroom at the end of this video. All right, let's dive on in. I already have a class created that I will be working from, but I don't have any materials in there. So let's chat real quick about the tabs across the top that you, as the teacher, will see. The stream is like a running wall of the most recent things you have added. Classwork is where you will spend the majority of your time, as this is where you will add assignments, materials, create announcements, and so on. Next is People, which is how you will add students and co-teachers and see who all is enrolled in your class. The last tab is Grades, which is where you will go to see your Google Classroom Gradebook based on the assignments you have placed in your class. This does not, however, count as your district gradebook, so you will have to move these grades over to your district's grading system. The first thing we are going to do is head back over to the Classwork tab and create a topic. A topic is like a header or a folder that the assignments and materials will fall under. I am going to click on the Create button and go down to Topic. I will name this topic The Whipping Boy, Week 2, and click the Add button. Next, I am going to click on the Create button again, but this time I'm going to add a material. The material option is for items that do not need to be turned in, but rather something for informational purposes like a website or a presentation for your students to review. For this material, I'm going to be adding in a link of the Whipping Boy book so that my students can read it on their Chromebooks and not have to buy the paperback version. So I'm going to give it a title and a quick description. The next thing you will need to do is add this material to the topic that you created. This way it will fall under the correct category. After that, you will need to go to the Add button and choose the Link option. This website is where I'm going to be pulling it from, so I'm going to copy it, paste it here, add the link, and then post. Next, I want to add a quick quiz for my students that they will complete in Google Docs and turn into me by the end of the week. So once again, under the Classwork tab, I will click on the Create button, except this time, I will choose to create an assignment. I will give this assignment a quick title and description. Next, I have to adjust a few settings on the right-hand side. First thing I want to edit is the point value. By default, it is set at 100, but this quiz will be worth 50 points. Next, I will give this assignment a due date. I want this due by Friday, April 3rd at 3:00 p.m. Next, I want to make sure that this assignment falls under the correct topic that we created earlier. Lastly, I will attach the Google Doc quiz for my students to work on. Props to my daughter's teacher for this exact quiz that they are completing this week. Talk about real-world examples. After I click on the Add button, I will choose Google Drive since that's where my document is. Since this is something that I've worked on recently, it should be right here on top. Now, this next step is very crucial. You will need to adjust the default settings for this Google Doc. It is set as a default for the students to be able to view this file. If you click on the down arrow, you will notice other options. The second option is that students can edit the file. Be careful though, because this means that they will all be typing in the same document together. For this reason, you will want to choose the last option, which will make each student their own copy to edit. After I changed all of these settings, I can then click the Assign button and my students are ready to work. Now remember I told you at the beginning of this video that this would be under 10 minutes. Well, I am running out of time. There is so much more that Google Classroom can do, but we'll stop there for now. Megan will do a Google Classroom Part 2 video next week, so be on the lookout. Also, we have multiple webinars hosted each week by our PD team on various topics to help you with distance learning and all things Google. You can sign up for these webinars or watch previously recorded ones over on our PD site at axipd.com. At the end of each of our Tech in 10 videos, we will list our email addresses, so please reach out if there is anything we can do to help. We hope that these videos are helping you out as you discover new superpowers you never knew you had. Until next time.